So if you're a dentist and this email come through, the first thing you see is Dr. X, Y, and Z Dental Care, question mark, this year's checking mark, and then the next sentence is checked out your customer reviews and noticed they constantly emphasize friendly staff. Would you open that email? Probably. So I think the whole point of, I think, the subject and the first two sentences catch attention, bring the person in. This one hopefully there to sell them. And then the CTA here. And this one has a number of spin tags as well. So for example, so things changed a lot just from the first one. So I want to change the subjects. So the first one have the doctor last name dental care, but so right here, I don't want to, like, a lot of people use like the quick question, but I don't really want to use that. Let me see, company name, boom. So save here. So let's do preview, Temple Dental Care. Okay, can't write dentist appointments. Maybe dental appointments, maybe appointments. I feel like if you're dental, we will probably more appointments, maybe more appointments, maybe question mark. I think that's like more eye-catching. I think like it will really do that. So Timber Dental Care, more appointments. Maybe lowercase a, save, and then I think these are likely to be open. Anyways, catching attention. I think in the first sentence, a lot of spin tags, good, enough to not hit spam, and then I think we'll be good here. So save, and then save this one here, and then yeah, this is, and then we're going to hit resume, and boom, campaign launch. Let's go. Video, we will go over 10 emails over the template, from personalization, explaining who you are, offer, CTA, to going to writing 10 personalizations manually. From writing the personalizations manually, we'll use Claude here within the VS Code environment. What it will do, it will learn from our writing systems for the manual outreach, and then from there we'll pretty much learn how we write to essentially write the way we write. And then from there we'll use Excel to also leverage Claude as well to have access to our Excel sheet to put everything from the personalizations, clean up the last names, the company names, and then from there to be able to put everything into our favorite software here, Instantly AI. So from this regular emails to using a number of their spin tags, syntax, to essentially come up with writing clean outreach emails to our clients. Essentially, every time we come in giving the syntax and the spin tags, we have something slightly different and have a number of variations. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I wrote the template here on just how I'm going to do it. The subject will be something first name dental care. So again, this is for dentists or dental companies or dental clinics, you can say. So first part is personalization. For that, most of the time what I did was just went and just look at customer reviews. So that's kind of what I focused on for the most part. And then the second part is who they are, who I am, telling them about what I'm offering them, like what I do, just introducing myself and exactly what I do, how I can add value to them. Third is the offer. The offer essentially, what do they get out of it? I'm not sure. These are so good that they're not what they would. It feels too stupid to say no, like the Alex Hormozy thing. Then the CTA call to action, and then I'll be using a number of spin tags. So Instantly has a number of spin tags here that I will be using. I've been going over and go ahead. So for example, let's look at this here. So let me bring up the email stuff. So right there, so the bodies are generally the same here, but the first part, which is the personalization, I changed them slightly. So if I come on here and bring in the Excel sheet just to show, just showing right now. Okay, so this is not it, I don't think. So generic, actually, they're like right here, actually. Yeah, so Excel's open here. So here's the personalization. I wrote the first 10. So for example, let me move this here. And I come on the website, press F2, then click on it just to show you how I went about my thought process. Okay, so this one is broad. This wasn't Andre. All right, so this one, for example, these one, I think I went to, so check the Google business profile. And then, so from here, dental endpoints, not the financing, brought us, meet the team. So actually the reviews, that's what I was looking for. There's someone, there we go. Here are the reviews. So the Google business profile has the reviews, or you can just read them here. And I pretty much, this is the one I initially used for this one, actually, this right here. I've had a lot of anxiety around the dentist. From the second you walk in, everyone is incredibly kind and helpful. I felt very comfortable immediately, was constantly reassured, and was treated like a human rather than a dollar sign. I would 100% recommend this place, and I would continue to return for years to come. I've been to a few different rental offices in the Denver area, and none have come even close to this one. So when I read this, I went on the email, so I checked out your customer reviews, and loved that seeing they felt comfortable at your practice despite having anxiety at other practices. So the AI just freaking just changed that. Thanks, AI. So these ones, like the ones that what I wrote with my hands. There we go. Save. So that's right here. Andre here. They could have found out from the website, but I guess the AI didn't want to do that. So the second one says, love that Lauren called Jennifer and Anna the sweetest people alive, and that Jennifer makes her feel comfortable every visit. Alright, so this one I also wrote by hand. I wrote the first 10 by hand, like I said. Now I'll show you the entire process. Which is number 2. Love that Emma from your customer reviews emphasize your team's attention to details and kind experience at the practice. Reviews from your customer reviews. So this here, Karen team. If I go in here again, same thing, F2 enter, and then boom, do this. Can view dentist. Let's face it, no one likes going to the dentist unless you go here. Services. Alright, their websites be slow. Or maybe my connection is slow, but I think it's really their website. Testimonials, very accommodating, outstanding service. So I just read these and then wrote something that were actually real. So like I did research and not just blasting things. So love that here because Jennifer and the sweetest people alive, and Jennifer makes her feel comfortable. So, and the one that I wrote by hand, I said, love that Emma from your customer emphasize your team's attention to the kind of experience at the practice. I guess can be used interchangeably. Fourth one, love how Lita mentioned that Darren is the only dentist that makes her laugh. This one I want to actually use this one, the third one. But the AI came up with something else. Checked out your company, love that. Rick mentioned friendly, efficient. Okay, I think this is better. But the AI pretty much I'll show you what I did earlier. I just took this entire copy, put into Claude, and it just kind of went to the website, scraped the websites, and try to emulate my style of writing. Where is this thing at? Oh. Yep. All right. So the fourth one that I wrote, Katie's review, recent customer review left my jaws on the floor, especially that her daughter felt comfortable with too comfortable. That her daughter comfortable, especially that her daughter felt comfortable with Dr. Anissa. The fourth one, what does it say? Is it better? Check out your content and love the aforementioned use. So the visual warm and hand wax. This is genuinely thoughtful touch that sets you apart from other practices I've come across. That's pretty good. Actually, I'll use the AI. I'll use the AI here. Alright, and then okay. Fifth, again guys, this is the personalization part. I'm just going over. Checked out your customer reviews and love that you turn garage reconstruction into a pain-free experience. Fifth, love that I've been mentioning your new agent was absolutely great. Wow, this is long. That consistent quality. Okay. All right. I think I might have to have the AI review most of these because they're pretty long, and I don't want them that long. For V, I like mine better. I love that mirror with such generic care from the mirror at that Ember and Dr. Ala in that Ember that made her feel rushed. Never made her rush. Okay, that's pretty good. It has some real gems in there. Let's pick a random one. Check out your customer and notice they constantly emphasize the great. He's got another fan. Guy just got another fan. Big fan. Okay. This has to be changed. This has to change. Okay. Go. I will be back on the spin tax. Change. Because I think that's across the entire sheet, right? So that's like a default one when there's not a lot of thing there. So let me close this, and then I'll have, this is Claude who has access to everything that I've been doing, and I'm just gonna have it change these real quick. Let me find all rows that have that pattern and strip it. Perfect. So that's great to do. I will. All right, we're back. So Claude went and pretty much fixed all of these. So if I go back and open it, opening back the Excel. So, all right, now the Excel is back open. Some of the second sentences I don't really like. Love that and respect that. Respected and listen to. Big fan. I don't really like the second sentences that much. Sunshades for bright lights. That is next level patient care. All right. All right. Check out your customer reviews and love that. When TK was in pain from the wisdom tooth and couldn't get any rest, you got them in the very next day. Perfect. You got another fan. Okay. All right. Love that Diana mentioned she actually looks forward to it. That is not something you hear every day. I think that kind of like sounds patronizing a little bit. I don't think I like the second sentences that much. Some of them sound very patronizing. For example, this one here. Or I'm just using Whisperful for this. What do you think? What do you think? All right, Claude is thinking. Okay, Claude came back and it's looking and it says it kind of agrees with me. The lens clearer. There are probably more of these in the 440. It looks at other patterns that is not something you hear every day, truly rare. I'm gonna say you just got another fan. Want me to scan? I can do a regex pass to do for pattern remove anything that explains the obvious. Yeah, all right. Big fan. Just got another fan. All right, just change them to big fan. All right, so let me close this. Don't save. I think just big fan is fine. Yep. So again, this was the fifth one. It was really the personalizations that I wrote, and then from now we're going to go ahead and read the customer reviews and all that. It was fixed. So as you can see, it's generally similar. All right, now let's look at the syntax we're going to use and how we're gonna put everything together. So hey, doctor, then first name and team. So the reason I'm using team here is because a lot of this is at info email, office email. Let's see, is Claude over? Not yet. At info email, office email. So therefore, the receptionist will likely read these emails, and as a result, I want them. If that's why I have the team instead of just the doctor first name, and then from there, I'm gonna put the personalization. Just click on this. Perfect. Everything in instantly, and then from here on, I already have these written, generally speaking, and then it's just a matter of, okay, instead of just hey, I'm gonna do just one, I think, random. It's random this, and then from there it's random hey. So I think it's random. That's how it looks like. Oh, it's 2. Okay, yeah, it's 2. Hi. Can just do it like the. No, I'll just write it hand by hand. Random. Okay. Boom. Random. Boom. There you go. Hi. Hey. Hello. And then boom. Close. Sorry. Hi, hello, hey. Oh. Right here. Save. Why is this not right? Hi. The random doesn't show. Okay, no. Hello. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's working. Hello. Hi. Hey. I like hey better. All right, great. Okay, now, but I want this up here. What am I doing? I'm gonna take this here. Boom. Save. Preview. Hello, doctor. Beautiful. All right, save. All right, now from here, put personalization, and then I already wrote some of this copy. My God, Claude is being so okay. 130 no rows fix. That kind of kid. That is not something you hear every day. Big fan. Both fight great. All right. So we already wrote a lot of this stuff, the syntax already from. So it's gonna. If I copy it, it would be dark. So I already wrote this stuff first, as I mentioned. So this was like the body I wrote here in terms of like the YM part. This was where one was already written. It's just that I give this to Claude, and it pretty much just came up with the syntax I should use and how I should go about it. And I just wanted to use the syntax in the body. So we're just gonna come in here, perfecto, and then just go back here. So let's just close this a bit more. And then bring this up here. Beautiful. All right, great. All right. So it's going to be nice worked with. And this I recently helped this, and then I partnered with, and close one bracket, save everything even as I write, and then with the dental clinic, and we added $sign to 547 and booked appointments last month. From calls and follow-ups that were missing. Calls and follow-ups, they were missing when the front desk got tied up with a patient was busy with a patient calls hit voicemail, went to voicemail, close, no follow-ups, got pushed. Where are we? To the next they were Let me finish typing this. All right, so for the most part, it's written. Personalization here, introduction, and talk about myself. I worked with, I recently helped, I partnered with dental clinic, and we added X amount of money in book appointments last month when the front desk got tied up. An appointment did not always get filed to what I built. All right, let me take this out. Okay. Missing. Okay, save. All right, great. And then random. Let me do a quick preview. I worked with best. Okay, the random one choose something. I don't understand why the other ones doesn't choose anything. I worked with, I recently I partnered with. Okay, obviously that looks sloppy. That looks really bad. It should choose one of them. I built with, yeah. All right. So I believe that's how it's supposed to be written. One sec. All right, so I figured the spin tax thing out. So essentially, you don't always have to use random. If it's two, you don't have to just you have to use two curly braces. And if it's three, you should use random because that way it doesn't pick the last two. So fix that, and then everything's looking good here. I'm changing the email a little bit in the second variant. So if I do this here, God. Get this. Get this here. Got to save every time. Go here. I'll use more mystery in this one, and I'll change the results a little bit. I'll see what people respond to. This part. Save that. Alright, so I'm gonna change here. I'm gonna change this part here. In sales, 17 days. They were missing when they got tied up. Sales. All right, the second email, I made it slightly different. So in terms of this, it has a lot less text. As you can see here, this one, sweet. Let's review, save, and all right, we're gonna check the spin tax variations here. There's an old site that's called God, not free. Told you. So remove the random. I think it will work with random. Really? Remove random. Great. And then remove random again. Spin. So see, you get 3 different spins and just in one. Just remove this. Actually, that's fine. Where was I? All right, this is not helping me. I mean, I just check it on here. I just wanted to see how many did it do. There's like spin that me. That was popular, but I don't think that's a thing anymore. So we're almost there. So I was just reviewing the Excel sheet here with the names. It has a a bunch of like Dr. DDS. I'm just gonna tell Claude to do that. Clean up the last names. Do not casualize them. Just remove things like DDS, MD, ME, MAGD, MAGD from them. Let me close this sheet and then see what it says, and Claude, let Claude get to work. Claude is just again helping me clean the sheet. Despite having Claude and just overall leveraging AI, this is still so much work. Can't believe it. All right, so these are very different. Nope, not adding C. Delete variant. So just have two variants here. Preview again, and then could help. This will be the company name which I have here. We're gonna have to check that out. I still look-y think this sentence is too large, but we'll see. Save here, and then again, this one is kind of long. Well, maybe not too long. We'll see. Body's working. This should be done in a sec. Great. So Claude came back saying remove 110 last name strip of credentials plus 4H cases patched. So let's take a look. Let me just open this up. Just opening it up. So let's just go through it. Boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. A. This is not, her name is not A, it's this. B. And then it's this. Remove this. Save. I already did research on that, and then those names are generally cleaned up. Perfect. And then, all right, there's nothing here. So Misty. Let's just move this here because I'll just use the last name. So Dr. Misty. Great. Okay, great. It's fine. Train. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, Dr. M. Can just again use the first name. Dr. Ann. Dr. Lee. Dr. Tom. Studio. Why is this studio? It's not somebody's name. 388. Blue Studio. Blue Dental Insurance. This is your dental insurance. Blue Studio Dental. We'll go to the main page. Redefining dental comfort and lasting. Okay, who's the owner? Maybe about meet our team. Front office team member, dental assistant, junior no owner. Hey, studio booth. This is a little different. So I don't know the doctor, but I'll put somebody's. So let's put Dr. Chloe. Actually about Dr. Wong. Who's Dr. Wong? I think we got it. Could be her, could not be her. Dr. Wang, just put someone's name. Obviously, it's better than nothing. Okay, so Dr. Lee. All right, great. This is so much. And then now, I think this is ready to go. Company names are fine, last names are fine that I'll be using. Personalizations are fine. All right, great. All right, now I'm just going to import these two instantly. But for me to do that, I'll just make a new Excel sheet. All right, the leads were added to instantly. Now, instead of first name, I'll just switch this to last name. Boom. Just make sure this is deleted. Save. All right. Hey, Dr. underscore team. Checked out your customer notice. I work with them. And we got it from book appointment within 17 days from client and within 70 days from client calls if are missing. Visit with the patient, calls mental voicemail, email calls with the appointment service cracks. I thought it could help him. I thought it could help him with dental care. I was set up as that. Alright, not bad. Let's see this last name. Hey, hi, Dr. Well, hello, Dr. Checked out your customer and noticed the constant emphasis and I recently checked the dental and we added per month and so within sentences missing on the front desk was busy with the patient calls. Went to voicemail, email follow-ups were delayed, and appointments slipped through the cracks. I set up a system that book appointments, respond to emails. So, thanks, Gene. Boom, beautiful. Syntax are in. Everything is in, and then save. In terms of like the scheduling is already in. I already built that in, and then everything like this is all set. So perfect. All good and ready to go.